Shalom Yisrael. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rechal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to those Le'akim that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity, along with your Israelite foreigner brothers that are like the heathens. But the line of outside goes back to the nation of Israel, which nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this is brother you call a month Bible lesson, and on today's lesson will be a tribute to High Priest Ahrayah. He recently passed away, and he was a great man, the Lord man, that taught our apostles, elders of Great Millstone, starting with Apostle Har, Apostle Kabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramlab, the bishops and elders of Connecticut, man, and I just want to do a tribute, to High Priest Ahrayah on, the great things that he has done for us, for the nation of Israel, man, by, coming out with the breakdown of 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel chart, and the breakdowns of the different 12 tribes, so, High Priest Ahrayah, he played a pivotal role in this truth, man, and, I give him nothing but respect. I never, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but, from the stories that the apostles share with us, I just know through the Spirit he was a great man of the Lord, so I just wanted to do a lesson on that, and Lord willing, you brothers and you sisters out there be edified through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemon Shai, Now I'm going to start with the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying to me, "Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord, Yahweh Shemon Shai from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them." Right, man. Because High Priest Ahrayah, he did a lot of works in the Lord, man. He died, he died in the truth. So all his labors and his works that he did is going to follow him, man, and the Lord is going to resurrect him. Our Lord Yahweh Shai, I believe through faith will resurrect High Priest Ahrayah, as well as the other elders, High Priest Jacob, which was the father of High Priest Ahrayah, Rabbi Abba Bivens, King Masha, all the men of the Lord that's of the elect that died in this truth, the Lord's going to resurrect them, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai is going to bring them back, resurrect them when he comes back in the chariots of Israel, man. So all the labors that they did are not in vain, as it says in 1 Corinthians, 15, in verse 58. And it reads, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh Shemon Shai." That's right, man. So all the labors that High Priest Ahrayah did, they wasn't in vain, because the Lord remembered them all, man. And, he was one of the pioneers in this truth, man. And Yahweh Shemon Shai sent him, all to, tell us who we were, us Israelites, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And it was prophecy because the Lord said he would send pastors according to his heart, man. So then was our pastors, our prophets, as well as the apostle, as well as for the apostle of Great Millstone, man. because we have entered into their labors. You know, the apostles, Elder Great Millstone, entered into High Priest Ahrayah, High Priest Jaquab, King Mashal labors, and Rabbi Abba Vivens, and us. And it's true, we enter into our apostle, Elder Great Millstone labors. You know, so it was an order. You know, I mean, you must give respect, man. But you have a lot of men in Israel. For example, Alazar from Sakari, you know, he said F Ahrayah, man. You know, which is totally disrespectful, man. And that's some real nigga shit, man. You know, and if he don't repent, man, the Lord gonna take him out for that. You know, because you talking about one of the Lord's men, his elect, man. You know, and High Priest Ahrayah, as Apostle Bar said in his recent video, he was Joshua the high priest, man. You know, coming back in the reincarnation. You know, so, you know, he's speaking against a great man of the Lord, man. You know, let's go to Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 10. And it reads, "For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." Right. So Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget our works and labors of love, man. And the Lord's going to reward us in the kingdom. You know. So the Lord, you know, the Lord didn't forget, man. You know, he will reward High Priest Ahrayah, man. You know, Rabbi Abba Bivens, High Priest Jaquab, King Mashah, all the men in the Lord that passed on, the Lord's going to reward them in the kingdom, you know. And they're going to be young men again, you know, with spiritual power, and they're going to, you know, beat in pieces the oppressor with Yahweh Shai, man, with Esau Edom and these heathen nations. And put all these heathen nations in captivity, man, you know. And let's go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13 through 18. And it reads, "But I will not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep." Because really, High Priest Ahrayah, he's just asleep right now, you know, in the spiritual realm, you know. It says that you sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. Yeah, so we're not supposed to sorrow, you know. Yeah, you know, in the flesh, you know, we feel sad, like, dang, you know. But that's the flesh. But, you know, the spirit kicks in, you know, we shouldn't sorrow because the Lord's going to bring them right back, man. You know. And I know the apostles, you know, was saddened by this too, you know, because they actually knew the man. You know, they actually knew the great man, the Lord, man, High Priest Ahrayah, you know, and they had great respect for him, you know. It says, verse 14 says, "For if we believe that Yahweh Shai died and rose again, even so, them also which sleep in Yahweh Shai will Yahweh bring with him." It says, "For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout." And this is talking about our Lord Yahweh Shai, when he make a second return in the chariots of Israel, with the voice of the archangel and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead and Yahweh Shai shall rise first. Right. So, you know, the men in the Lord, the elect that die in the Lord, they're going to rise first in the chariots of Israel when Yahweh Shai make a second return. You know. So, you know, it's a win-win situation, man. You know, their works has not been forgotten. You know, High Priest Ahrayah, his works has not been forgotten. You know, Rabbi Abba Bivens, High Priest Jaquab, King Mashah, you know, and from the other men of the Lord that passed on, their works have not been forgotten, man. You know, and they're gonna rise first. It says, "Then we which are alive and because The we which are alive is going to be the elect that's going to be on earth that's not going to taste death. You know, they're going to make it all the way through Jacob's trouble, and they're going to be delivered, you know, when our Lord Yahweh Shai come back, you know. So it says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught together with them in the clouds of the chariots of Israel, so-called UFOs, to meet the Lord in the air, you know. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. So all the elect is going to be reunited with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom when he delivers them in the chariots of Israel, man. You know, it's going to be that great family reunion, man. You know? So it says, wherefore comfort one another with these words. That's right. You know? So yeah, I just want to do a lesson, you know, a tribute to High Priest Ahrayah, you know, a great man of the Lord, you know, that taught our apostle, Elder's Great Millstone, starting with Apostle Har, you know, and, you know, he was one of the pioneers in this truth, man, you know. So, you know, he deserves respect, man. So, yeah, I can low and I was edified. And so with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Orphalete Akim that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity. Shalom.